Hello, good day everyone. Sir Kevin here again and welcome to another session for our marketing management class. And today we'll be discussing about personal selling and sales promotion. So if you remember, last session we made mention about advertising and promotional mixes. No? We are answering marketing and economic objectives. No? So those questions are first we get to know what product we'll be serving. No? Second is to whom those products are to be sold. So, first is sino ang taong bebentahan yan at anong klaseng produkto yan. So, that's the product and the market segment. No? Then, we follow that session into the price strategy. Of course, you need to know how much you'll be selling the product depending on the market and the product. No? The product and the segment that you are selling that product. And then, we also we also done the uh, we also done the um, marketing channels management and retailing and wholesaling management. How can you make the product available to your final consumption or to your consumers or business markets? No? So today, after knowing advertising, how can you let people know about your product or services? Uh, the next objective is how can we make sure, or at the very least, what are the activities that will help you to gain your customers, no? Para matulungan um, ma-assure o mapalapit ka dun sa sale nung produkto. So that topic is all about personal selling and sales promotion. Okay? So let's go through our objectives, our lecture objectives. First, we can able to discuss the role of a company salespeople in creating value for customers and the building customer relationships. Number two is identify and explain the six major sales force management steps. What are those steps? Number three, you're able to discuss the personal selling process, distinguish between transaction-oriented marketing and relationship marketing. And lastly, you can able to explain how sales promotion campaigns are developed and implemented. So again, our main objective of this full lecture is how can we um, uh, assure or mapapalapit tayo dun sa tinatawag nating sale of the product. Okay? So, let's go through this discussion. Okay? So, if you remember last topic, we have different promotional strategies and those strategies um, are compiled with two factors. There's what we call push strategy and we have the pull strategy. Last time we made mention about the pull strategy for advertising. So your advertising objective is for you to let people know, yung focus ng promotion mo is about advertising para bibili na lang sila, no? To which you cannot tell really the relationship between your advertising strategy dun sa exact sales. Of course, there will be portion of that if you really study that. But this time, we'll be focusing on the push strategy that involves sales promotion and personal selling. What are the activities and the strategies that you can employ para mabili yan o mapalapit yung idea sa tao about purchasing that product? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the nature of personal selling and sales promotion. So, personal selling is a personal presentation by the firm's sales force for the purpose of making sales, yun nga, and building customer relationship. As I've mentioned, this is a push strategy and it's a uh, personal activity wherein you are pushing the sale of the product. So look at that meaning, that the purpose of making sales and building customer relationships. Then most sales people are well educated, well trained professionals who work to build and maintain long-term customer relationship. Now there's a significant training if it is not in schooling, no, it's trained, no, a seminar or workshop, no, tinetrain yan para makaapekto dun sa pagbili ng tao dun sa produkto. So andun na sila di ba? So the personal selling and sales promotion is a significant factor on impulse purchases, no? Then who are those people? These are what we call salesperson. So your salesperson is an individual representing a company to customers by performing one or more of the following activities. That's prospecting, communicating, selling, servicing, information gathering, and relationship building. So salesperson is all of the person that is in charge with the um, relationship with the person na bumibili at mini-maintain mo ang relationship for reorders. No? So the term salesperson covers a wide range of positions. So there's what we call an order taker, kumukuha lang ng order, so the department store clerk, and also order getter. It's this demands creative selling and relationship building. So that's a order getter. No? Okay. So, the role of the sales force in personal selling are first is it's an interpersonal interaction between salespeople and the individual customers. Now, it's a face-to-face or it's a personal one, as I mentioned with the meaning earlier. No? So, it's a face-to-face or by telephone or through video or web conferences and by other means. That's why it really needs training kasi it involves the proper use of words, the mastery of the specifications and the uses of the products or the benefits of the products. No? It really needs training. So personal selling is more effective than advertising in complex selling situation. Why? Advertising is non-personal and you might not know whether they will buy or not. In personal selling and direct marketing as well as in sales promotion strategies, no, you get to be personal and you get to have an interaction and you can adjust, no, depending on the situation as mentioned by the role of the sales force. um it's getting more effective because it's selling situation is really complex at iba't iba yung gusto ng mga tao. So kung gaano kagaling at ano yung mga training mo dun sa pagbebenta, personal selling, dun lalabas. No? So, the role of personal selling varies by firm. So, there are certain situations in your life that you get to purchase something because ang galing magsalita ng tao. No? Okay? So, the sales force serves as a critical link between the company and its customers. That's a fact. That they represent the firm to the customer. No, kanya nga dapat maalam ka. They represent the customers to the firm, and also uh, the goal is the customer satisfaction and firm profit. No? So that's why many companies are investing on their sales force, no, commission based, and later we'll be discussing more about that. So sales and other marketing functions should work together to create value. So remember, creating value doesn't only involve in the advertising or in the making of the product, but also in the sale of the product. No? Sabi nga, in marketing, it involves all the process that creates value. No? So, firms can take several actions to bring marketing and sales function closer para ma-assure mong bibili nga sila. No? So, when you manage your sales force, no? By the way, the meaning of sales force management is the analysis, planning, implementation, and control of the sales force activity. That includes, first, you are design sales force strategy and structures, then recruiting and selecting salespeople, training salespeople, compensating salespeople, supervising them, and evaluating salespeople. So, yun yung mga considerations and the management of the sales force. Di ba? Ang lawak ng sales promotion and um, personal selling. Okay? So, managing the sales force, the type of sales force structures there are territorial, so based on the geographic territory. So there's depending on the product, so there will be salespeople who will be representing this product. No, sa territorial, pwedeng iba't iba ng product pero sila may hawak nung lugar. So the product means kahit anong lugar pero ikaw lang ang may hawak ng ganong klaseng product. So that's a product sales force structure. Then a customer sales force structure, meron namang yung isa nakafocus sa mga age na ganito, or sa mga business markets. So sila yung pumupunta sa business markets. Meron naman nasa malls, no? So depending sa customer, no? And then we have a complex one is a combination of several types of structures. Might be a combination of all of those. So that's why there are product managers or business development officers. Meron din namang area managers or territory managers o Salesforce managers, no, sa mga ganong sitwasyon, no? So when you manage your Salesforce, you need to also take into consideration the size. So may range in size from only a few salespeople to 10 of thousand, depending on the scope of your sales, no, or your marketing objectives. No, so increasing sales force size will increase both. First is the cost and might increase the sales. So what is true about that is cost will relatively go up, but sales might or might not be increasing, no, depending on the performance of the sales force. So it might depend. That's why you need training about that. So workload approach can be useful in setting sales force, no, that requires grouping accounts by factors related to the effort required to maintain them and determining the number of people needed to call on each class of accounts, no. So managing of the Salesforce, other Salesforce strategy and structures includes, no, decisions related to the use of outside sales forces. So they travel to call on customer in the field. So ito mga field agents to mga to, lumalapit, no, para nga mapalapit yung sale, no. Inside Salesforce is conducts business from their offices via telephone or the internet. No? That's an inside sales force. And we have what we call team selling, using teams of people from sales, marketing, engineering, finance, technical support, and even upper management to service large complex accounts. So, sa team selling, kabuuan or isang grupo ang nagbebenta niyan. No? What's the advantage of team selling? It can find problems, no? It can find problem solutions and sales opportunity that no single salesperson could do alone. So, sama-sama. However, there are pitfalls of team selling. The pitfalls of team selling are salespeople are competitive and have typical been rewarded because of the commission. Some companies are using that. Team selling can confuse or overwhelm customers. No? Minsan sa sobrang dami na nagbebenta, pare-pareho lang sila, naguguluhan na yung tao. Some people have trouble working in teams and difficult to evaluate individual contribution. So, kasi nga, it's a team. No? So, those are the pitfalls. So, when you are recruiting your sales force, you should be careful in recruiting and selecting salespeople that can greatly enhance overall sales performance while minimizing costly turnover. No? Sabi ko nga kanina, automatic or relative ang cost kapag dumami yung sales force mo. However, yung sales is not relatively, it's a dependent variable depending on different factors. No? So, kung gaano sila kagaling, motivated, yun, look at that. Key talents of successful salespeople. No? They are intrinsically motivated, their disciplined work style, ability to close a sale, and also ability to build relationship with the customers. So frequently you'll be selecting or recruiting people with good interpersonal skills. That's why you as future managers and future marketers, you should be able to be like this. It's intrinsically motivated, disciplined work style, and that's ability to close a sale. And yun nga, especially the ability to build customer relationship. No? However, several recruiting sources exist. No? Marami namang mga just like Job Street, Job Yoda, no, and different agencies, no, na merong database ng mga applicants, like LinkedIn, no, so they have data at mabilis, no, yung pag-recruit nila because they streamline or summarize or tally those people that has those um, skills, no, and part of their credentials, no. So managing the sales force and recruiting sources is recommendations from current sales force kung kailangan mo ba, employment agencies, baka sa DOLE, classified ads, no, pwedeng mag-post ka ng classified ads, searching the web, working with college placement services, yun nga, sa school natin, merong college placement services. Yung mga pag-graduate pa lang natin, nakakahanap na ng trabaho. So, you can make that as a source, no? Recruit from other companies, so that's what we call pirating, no? Okay, so eto yan, when you manage sales force, of course, you need the training. So seminars, sales meeting, web, e-learning form of the basis of many sales training programs. Though it's expensive, but it's an investment, di ba? Training can yield dramatic results because people get motivated and trained about how to sell, and gumagaling sila, marami sila napapabenta. Training programs have several goals: customer knowledge and the selling process, no, alam nila, and company, product, and market knowledge. So minsan tinetrain din yung kung ano yung sagot ng customer, ano yung susunod na itanong. No, that's about psychology, no, consumer behavior, no. So online training is becoming more common because nga, especially in the pandemic times, no, pati nga yung hiring online na rin, no. So yung mga training online din. So and that includes, because it involves cost, that includes the compensation. So compensation of salespeople involves a mix of compensation elements. There's what they call the fixed amount or the stable salary or stable income. Then we have a variable amount, which is the commissions and the bonuses, or what we call the performance reward, on how many units or how many items did they sold, no, in a specific period of time. And then the expenses repays of job-related expenditure. Of course, baka gumastos yan na pumunta ng isang location para lang makahanap ng mga clients. That's part of the expenses of the sales force. And last is the fringe benefit. If you are hiring agents or if you're hiring salespeople, no? So, of course, kasali fringe benefits just like the vacations, the sick leaves, and the pensions, no? And the 13th month pay, no, and other law mandated benefits, no. Okay, so managing the sales force, goal of supervision is encourage salespeople to work smart, no. Okay, so helping them to identify customers and set call norms. So you as marketing student, no, you as marketing students are able to know this, no. At the very least, you get to know what kind of segment you're targeting, no. So helping them to identify customers and set call norms, no, and then specifying time to be spent prospecting via annual call plan and time and duty analysis. So how will you be doing the prospecting? Who will be kumbaga pinaplano mo muna, no? So then helping salespeople to work more efficiently using Salesforce automation systems. So using your technologies, that's laptops, smartphones, your webcams, and wireless access, no? Uh, by building customer relationship, you might not know someone that some store na binilhan mo na dati might text you in the future, no, kung hininga nila yung permiso sa'yo, no. Okay, so there's what you call selling and the internet. Ito nga, medyo mabilis na ngayon. The internet is the fastest growing sales technology tool, especially if you have accounts in Shopee and Lazada and in other social online selling platforms. So nagbebenta din sila. So yung iba po papasok ng mga parang store nila doon. So uses includes training, servicing accounts, and conducting live sales meeting with Salesforce or customers, no. Nakakapag-chat ka, so that's the beauty of the internet now, no. Kahit na hindi mo siya makita o puntahan, no, it saves time, no, and other incidental expenses such as toll gate and the petroleum, no. Yun nga lang, you'll be spending on electricity and internet, pero lesser cost na. So sales 2.0 technology are costly and can intimidate workers or customer. Aminin natin, merong hindi techy, no, sa mga customer or sa workers, no, but we need to adapt with the new normal, not just in the pandemic, but the idea is the landscape in businesses, landscape in the businesses is constantly changing. So you need to adapt, no? Okay, so goal of motivating the sales force is to encourage salespeople to work hard. So management can boost sales force morale by and performance via, of course, the organizational climate. That helps you to um, to be to have an harmonious relationship, therefore motivating your sales force. Sales quota and positive incentives, baka may binibigay ka mga incentives whenever they get the target quota. And then sales meeting, you need to have an update, no? And sales contest, baka siya yung nanguna. And look at this, many companies are employing those strategies to their sales force, such as awarding those number one in sales, or fastest growing in sales, no? It's part of the managing of the sales force. So evaluating salespeople and sales force performance requires getting regular information from salespeople via sales report, call reports, and expense reports. So clear standards for judging performance, and providing constructive feedback to the sales force that can motivate them to perform. No? So return on sales investment should be assessed for the sales force as a whole. No? Okay. So the personal selling process, paano yan? So the steps in the selling process includes, first is prospecting and qualifying. What does that mean? Of course, you need to target your market segment or target market. You need to know those people, no? The people that you are targeting, and identify or qualify them as your potential customer. Yes, there are people that part of your segment, baka pero hindi sila qualified. No? Of course, you need to determine what kind of people, who are those kind of people that you'll be targeting. No? So what's the pre-approach? You need to learning as much as possible about a prospective customer before making a sales call. Kumbaga, that's pinaghahandaan mo, ano yung sasabihin mo, ano yung gagawin mo, ano yung prepare mo. So that's a pre-approach. Then an approach is meeting the customer for the first time. No? So many of the companies are preparing their sales force to be, kung ang target nilang market will be medyo may kabataan. Of course, the words that you'll be using is medyo may tungkol sa youth, no? uh, and also the trend, no? That's part of the and then that's the approach, meeting the customer for the first time. How will you approach them? That's the approach. And then the presentation, ito yung mga pinaplanuhan din nila, telling the value story to the buyer, showing how the firms offer and solves the problem, no? That's why your salespeople, no, ay nakakapag-recommend ng iba't ibang product or options, no, because that's part of their training, no? Then the steps in selling process includes handling objections. No, minsan kasi merong objections yung mga customers natin. So you need to address those. So seeking out, clarifying, and overcoming customer objections to buying. So mapabilis sila because na pagbago mo sila naisip, 'di ba? Change my mind. Mga ganun. Then closing deal or a sale is asking the customer for an order. So at some point it can be considered an assertive approach, no? And then the follow-up is following up after the sale to ensure customer satisfaction and repeat businesses, no? So ito depende sa klase ng negosyo, pero at the very least you might find ways to uh, make a follow-up. Then personal selling and managing customer relationship is the selling process discovered is transaction oriented, yung pagbebentahan mo. Pero how can it be relationship oriented? So but building profitable relationship is a key goal for most firms, because yung mga repeat orders binabalikan nila, nakakagain ng trust, and also that's word of mouth marketing. Ay satisfied ako sa service nila, o bili ka doon sa lugar na yon o sa firm na yon, no? So building relationship requires listening to customers, understanding their needs, and carefully coordinating the whole firm's effort to create value. Yun nga, how can they deliver messages from the firm, because salespeople are representing, no, yung firm. Now we go to the sales promotion. Aside from the process of selling, there are external factors that helps to the sale of the product. This is what we call the sales promotion. No? Sales promotion is a short-term incentive to encourage the purchase of sale of a product or service. Can be targeted towards final buyers or consumer promotions, retailer and wholesalers or trade promotions, business customers or business promotions, and members of sales force or sales force promotion. So, maraming klase ng promotion. Merong mga consumer promotion. Ito yung promotion na binibigay mo sa mga final consumer mo. Retailer and wholesaler are trade promotions. Nagbibigay ka ng mga discounts or price off sa mga retailers and suppliers mo or wholesalers. And then, a promotion to the businesses, kasi ito business markets mo. And members of the sales force promotion, nagbibigay ka ng mga promotion sa mga sales force o yung mga nagbebenta mo. Na? So, iba't ibang approach niyan. Okay, Salesforce has several factors and have contributed to the rapid growth of the sales promotions are product managers are facing more pressure to increase their current sales because nga medyo mahirap nga. It's psychology, no? You get to talk and iba't iba yung sitwasyon ng mga tao. Kumbaga, na-motivate mo yung taong bumibili pero hindi pa siya bumili. Tatanong muna sa asawa, parang ganun, para sa online selling, no? Then companies face more competition from less differentiated brand and advertising efficiency has declined. So, yun yung target ng sales promotion. Pag humihina yung advertising, effect na advertising, you need to back up that with sales promotion. Consumer have become more deal-oriented. Ibig sabihin, what else that they can get. No? Growth in sales promotion has resulted to promotion clutter o dumadami yung promotion mo. No? Okay. What are these objectives ba na sales promotion? The objectives of sales promotion is first the consumer promotions, urge short-term sales, or attempt to enhance customer brand involvement. No? Tinutulungan mo yung customer na mag-decide. Sa trade promotion naman, tinutulungan mo o minomotivate mo yung mga wholesalers and retailers. Sa sales force naman, at minomotivate mo naman yung mga taga-benta mo, yung mga internal na salesperson mo. No? So, ganun yung ano nila. No? Okay. Sales promotion should be used with the supported and the supported by the promotional mix tools. Ano yung mga yon? So, iba't iba, di ba? So, we have different promotional mix tools. And sales promotion should focus on reinforcing the product, no? The product's position and building long-term customer relationship rather than simply encourage brand switching o yung baka lumipat lang sila. Short-term sales only. So, use of frequency cards and loyalty programs has grown. No? That's why many of the companies now are making memberships or reward points or mga cashbacks or incentives para magkaroon ng repeat orders. Napapansin yan, alam ko. No? So what are those sales promotion tools or consumer sales promotion tools? Just like samples, coupons, cash refunds, price packs, premiums, advertising specialties, point of purchase promotions, contests, sweepstakes, games, event marketing. So yung mga yon, that's part of the sales promotion. So other than the price as part of the promotion na bumaba yung presyo, what else can you offer? 'Di ba sabi nga the main objective of this is to lock in customer sales, no? Yung deal, no? So, what are the tools naman for trade promotion? More sales promotion dollars or money are directed towards retailers and wholesalers than to the final consumers. How? Several trade promotion tools exist such as discounts, allowances, free goods, or push money or specialty advertising items. Ito, minomotivate mo nga yung mga wholesalers and retailers. Then, business promotion objectives naman, generate business leads, stimulate purchases, reward customer o yung business customers natin, and motivate salespeople. And yung business promotion tools that you can use are conventions, trade shows, na, sales, contests, and many of the same tools used for consumer of trade promotions. Na? How do you do sales promotion? Develop promotional program. First, you decide on the size of the incentive. Of course, that will be coming from the objective. What's your objective first? No? And then decide on the size of the incentive. Then set conditions for the participation, so terms and conditions. Then decide how to promote and distribute the promotional program. So may advertising yan. As mentioned earlier, you may add the other promotional tools para i-back up nga yung sales promotion mo. Determine the length of the program and evaluate promotional program. Those are the um, process or the program of the sales promotion. No? So these are the things that you need to consider when you make sales promotional strategy. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We are nearing the end of this marketing management class, and I hope that you learned something with this session. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you on to the next one. God bless us as all.